Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. I was debating even making this video, to be honest, because we have to review last week's picks, and it's the worst week of picks so far. Now, in my Game Week 5 predictions, we went 5 and 5. Obviously, 50-50 split between wins and losses, and I thought, surely it's only up from here. I didn't have time last week to make the Game Week 6 predictions video, but I did put the predictions up on my Twitter. You can follow me, link down below. We went 3 and 6, bro. 3 and 6 is crazy work. In fact, that don't even add up because there's 10 fixtures. We went 4 and 6. I don't know why that I said 3. I'm giving myself less credit. But let's talk about some of these games then. So I picked Brentford to beat Man United. That was the big one. Wish I would have took Brentford money line because that was a good pick. Didn't end up putting money on that, but Brentford, I knew they'd beat Man United. Man United suck, bro. I took Chelsea to beat Brighton. Now, Chelsea were winning that game and got a big red card for like the 17th game in a row. They've had a red card now. So they lost. I picked Liverpool to beat Palace. Obviously, being a Liverpool fan, I'm never going to not pick Liverpool. Palace, though, they're ridiculous. We need to have serious words about Crystal Palace. Took Bournemouth to beat Leeds. I thought that was an obvious win there for Bournemouth. I like how they've been playing. If you've watched any of my Premier League videos so far this season, you'll know I have nothing but good words to say about Bournemouth, but let me down big time against Leeds there. Took City to beat Burnley. I think me fucking nan could have guessed that one. Nottingham Forest against Sunderland. I picked Sunderland or draw on the double chance. That was a big call for me there because Sunderland got the win. Ange, mate, appointing him as the boss of Nottingham Forest is one of the worst decisions that owner has ever made. He's going to regret sacking Nuno so badly at the end of this season. It's going to be ridiculous. We took Sunderland or draw. Sunderland got their first win away from home this season, and maybe they can continue it in Game Week 7. Took Spurs to beat Wolves again on paper. I thought that's an obvious one right there. It was a last-minute goal from João Palhinha. He celebrated as if it was a winner, though. It was only a draw. I know it's 1 point still, but lad, don't take your top off for a draw. Taking your top off for a draw is a stinker. I don't care. Especially against Wolves, who are arse, if we're keeping it a buck, in the words of Cam Ward. Took Fulham to beat Villa. Now, that's a big win for Villa right there, bro. A big, big win. I thought Fulham would have the quality to get this game over the line for themselves, but Villa, maybe they finally found themselves. It's only took them 6 game weeks to get there. Arsenal to beat Newcastle. That was a big pick because it looked like Newcastle were going to win that game. Arsenal with some absolute devil magic at the end there to go ahead and win it and close the gap at the top of the league. Liverpool are still winning though. Arsenal, I fucking hate Arsenal, you know. I really do. I really don't like Arsenal. The way they play football, it's a fucking, you know, it's like blasphemy against the game itself. The way they play is just horrible to watch. All the players think that they're so good as well. Gabriel thinks he's a fucking dog. Like, I know he got the header to win the game and stuff, but he was getting bullied by Voltemade. Should have had fucking multiple fouls against him for how he was wrestling with Voltemade as well, if the referee had fucking eyes. So that pissed me off. And then Gabriel celebrating at the end of the game. He just pisses me off, bro. Gabriel, I can't lie. Everton, West Ham as well. I picked Everton. Mate, you're going to struggle to win games without a striker. Beto is complete arse. But let's jump into our game week predictions. Let's show actually, because we do FPL content in these videos too. Here is my personal FPL team then. Normally we have an FPL team for the YouTube channel and one for my personal self. But I completely forgot to change the YouTube channel team. So I'm just highlighting my personal account here. Semenyo with that big free kick goal. Only point scorer in the midfield. Haaland captain. In fact, the entire team sucked apart from Semenyo and Haaland captain. We took a point hit to bring in Haaland there as well. And it was a fucking good job we did because the rest of the team stinks. Enzo 9 points on the bench is a stinker as well. That stings, bro, because that's 2 weeks in a row now where we've had big points on the bench. Look at this last week. Game week 5. 9, 9 and 9. Fucking call the emergency services for me because that is painful to see. Getting into these Game Week 7 fixtures then, you can see them on the screen right now. We've got a Friday deadline, so I'm going to try and get this video out on Thursday if I can. NFL picks video coming later on tonight as well, or before this, whatever I decide to edit them. Bournemouth against Fulham, 8 o'clock, Sky Sports on the Friday night. Give me Bournemouth, man, to win this game. You know, I don't want to repeat myself in every single video, but I love how Iraola has these men lined up. Diakite, Truffert, dogs at the back, Semenyo, baller, you know it by now. Also, Fulham don't have a striker. Jimenez got injured last week. You've got Muniz as well, who's their backup striker. He's also injured. I don't even know who's going to start up front. Harry Wilson, false 9. I don't even know, bro. Give me Bournemouth to win this game. 2-0, 2-1. I'm going with the clean sheets because True Fair is in my FPL team. Saturday, early kickoff, 12:30, Leeds hosting Spurs. Now, I'm a man of storylines. This one seems to me like, you know, early kickoff. It's at Ellen Road. Leeds will win this game. I'm picking Spurs, though, for my official pick because I would feel stupid picking Leeds, to be honest. I really would. But I can see Leeds with the win, you know, a little Calvert-Lewin header or something over Romero, or Romero gets mad at Calvert-Lewin's big body and pulls him down in the box. Penalty. Penrith. 1-0 to Leeds. But nah, give me Tottenham to win this game. Give me over 2.5 goals, though. But then again, it's an early kickoff. Just give me Tottenham to win, and let's move on to the 3 o'clock games. There's only 2 games at 3 o'clock. This is a weird-ass game week. There's only 2 3 o'clockers. It's Arsenal against West Ham. Give me Arsenal to win, like, convincingly. I'm talking like 3. In fact, Nuno's in charge now of West Ham. Do I just hate and say, give me West Ham and fuck Arsenal? Nah, I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to play it safe with the picks. Arsenal at home. Probably got a clean sheet in them. I do want to see what Nuno can do with this West Ham squad, but I feel like it'll take him a few weeks to get them going. Give me Arsenal to win. The only other 3 o'clock game here is Man United against Sunderland. Now, like last week, we made money by picking against Man United. We're going to do the same again. Sunderland got their first points away from home last week, or their first win away from home last week against Nottingham Forest. And they're going to do the same thing again at Old Trafford. Give me Sunderland to win this game. Granit Xhaka to make the difference in that midfield. The best midfielder in this 3 o'clock matchup. Granit Xhaka. Another late kickoff on the Saturday, which I'm going to miss because I'll be in work. Fuck's sake. Imagine having a job. That sucks. Chelsea hosting Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Now, Liverpool were looking shaky. You saw last week we took our first loss of the season against Palace. We took a loss against Galatasaray as well in the Champions League, which wasn't fun to watch. But give me Liverpool to win away from home. I'm not even arsed, lad. This one screams draw to me if I'm being real. If I'm taking like me bias hat off. But Chelsea have Cole Palmer injured. They have Liam Delap injured. They have Tosin Adarabioyo injured, but then they've got 2 million centre-backs to replace Tosin with. One of them being Wesley Fofana, but he's out with a face injury, apparently. And then you've got Trevor Chalobah, who also has a face injury, but it's not stopping him from playing. He's suspended in this one, that's why he's not playing. So give me Liverpool to win this, bro. We've got Ekitike on the injury report and Chiesa. However, we've got Rio Ngamoa on the bench, who's wonder kid of the century. And Alexander Isak. Give me anytime goal scorer. Alexander Isak. Now, this is a weird-ass game week because normally there's about 5 games on at 3 p.m. on a Saturday. But instead, there's about 5 games on at 2 p.m. on a Sunday. We start off Aston Villa hosting Burnley. Now, after that big win last week, I say Villa might have found themselves. And again, this is a good place at home 2 weeks in a row. A good spot to buy Villa to get the 3 points here, in my opinion. However, Jadon Anthony is a baller for Burnley. He is balling out right now, and I would not be surprised if he gets a goal in this game or an assist. I like him big time. I've been singing his praises in these Premier League predictions videos, and he's been repaying me faith in him, bro, every single week that I've said it. It's a shame I haven't put him in my FPL team yet. I was actually about to on my other account, but I took Grealish instead against West Ham. I thought that was the better opponent than Anthony against City. Fucking scored against City, didn't he? I'm going Villa to win that one. Next up, we have Everton at home at the Hill Dickinson Stadium against Crystal Palace. Like I say, we need to have a serious talk about Crystal Palace. They're unbeaten in their last like 47 games or something, it feels like. And I've got them to stay unbeaten. I'm going with a draw for this game. I feel like this has 0-0 written all over it. Everton don't have a striker. Palace are solid defensively. They're at home, Everton, now, so I do give them a bit of an advantage because those Everton fans love to get behind the team and boo at full time. If they lose this game, listen, as soon as the full time whistle goes for the boos, bro, it's actually like fucking harmonic. You know what I mean? Someone should sample it and put it in a song or something, lad, honestly. When the referee has a bad game as well, when the referee blows that whistle, if he has a bad first half, when the half-time whistle goes, listen for the boos, bro. It's actually amazing how Everton do it. And the new stadium, the acoustics, has got those boos popping. But I'm going with draw in this game, 0-0. Newcastle at home to Nottingham Forest. I'm hating on Forest. I loved them at the start of the season. Loved how they were playing. Gibbs White, Elliot Anderson, Chris Wood. Loved it. And just come in, ruined the whole fucking thing, bro. Ruined the whole vibe, you know what I mean? I'm going Newcastle to win. I'm going Voltamade anytime goal. I might even go Anthony Gordon anytime goal or assist instead for this one. That's what I'm feeling. I'm mad that I didn't put that on for the Champions League and both of them scored. But I'm going Newcastle to win and moving on to the last 2 o'clock game here. It's Wolves at home against Brighton. Brighton's a team I never know how to bet. I really don't, because anytime I back them, they never win. And anytime I back against them, they always fucking win. So for this one, I'm going double chance. Brighton or Wolves. I'm covering all bases. I feel like Wolves might be the play here, honestly. I think Wolves could get a win. Mitoma came up on the injury report. Mitoma Karu for Brighton, my favourite player in that Brighton team for years now. If he doesn't play, it's a big blow. Wolves got a good point against Spurs last week. Made a lot of changes to the starting 11. Maybe they've found their groove now, Wolverhampton. And they might be going for their first 3 points of the season against a Brighton team who's on a high. Just got a last-minute winner against Chelsea. It wasn't last minute, but they got a late goal against Chelsea. So they're on a high right now. Football is a rebound and sport. We don't have rebounds like the NBA, but in terms of like fixtures, I feel like this happens all the time. Teams get a good win. You're on a high, riding with them. Then the next week, they let you down on the fucking Acca for like 200 quid and you're like, fuck you, Brighton. You know what I mean? So I'm going Wolves or Brighton on the double chance, but I'm leaning Wolves, honestly. And that's the last time I back Wolves if they let me down this week, because I've backed them a lot this season. Backed them in my last man standing against Leeds and they got their ass whooped and I got knocked out the last man. So fuck you, Wolves. Actually, fuck that. I'm going Brighton. Fuck it. Double chance Wolves or Brighton. Last game, 4:30. Brentford at home against City. I don't mind it. I like Brentford, but I'm going Man City to win. I've got Haaland in the FPL now. We're about to bring in another City player to the FPL in a moment, which you'll see once we round off these fixtures. Give me Man City to win 3-1, possibly even 3-2. So here is the YouTube FPL team then. This is not my personal account. This is the YouTube account. We're trying to catch up to the personal account. And in doing so, we've had 3 transfers saved up. And we're going to make all 3 of them right now. As you can see, we've still got 3 mil in the bank. We're going Ekitike out because he is injured and we've got Isak in now. So Ekitike's out. We've got Mo Salah out for Haaland. I mean, essentially because of the price swap. We've got Salah out, Haaland in. We've actually got Salah out, Doku in, and Ekitike out, Haaland in. The 3rd transfer is going to be Dan Burn coming in for Cucurella. Cucurella has sung his praises at the start of the season and he's been arse ever since I put him in my FPL team. So we're going him out for Dan Burn to save some money, get 3 mil back in the bank. And I like Newcastle at home against Nottingham Forest. They've also got Brighton, Fulham, West Ham, Brentford. That's just fucking great fixtures. You know what I mean? We might even go João Pedro out for Voltamade here because this guy's got me feeling nicey. You know, 1 goal last game against Arsenal. He scored against Wolves. Not played a full 90. And he's just played midweek in the Champions League, so I'm going to keep an eye on his game time in the Forest game, but we might look to bring him in for the Brighton, Fulham, West Ham game. I think he's got goals written all over him for that Brighton game, honestly, because I think he can bully those centre-backs with his stature. But let's make those 3 transfers then. Ekitike, Salah and Cucurella out. Haaland, Doku and Burn in. Do I feel bad taking out 2 Liverpool players and bringing in 2 City players? A little bit. However, we'll click and confirm on the transfers. And you can't tell me shit. Enzo's going to be benched because he's playing my Liverpool team. We're going to go Captain Haaland because that seems like the obvious play. I don't like starting Grealish against Crystal Palace, but he's at home. Maybe he can have, you know, the quality, the impact to get some points in that situation. Or if it's 0-0 like I predict, he might end up with, you know, a clean sheet point. Might end up with bonus points if he tries to create, gets a few shots on target, attempted assists, things like that. I don't love the 2 strikers playing against each other, Isak and João Pedro. I don't love it. We're going vice-captain Isak. Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, the clean sheets at the back line looking like 4 clean sheets. Leeds away, Fulham at home, Forest at home, and Everton away. That sounds like 3 clean sheets to me. Doku and Semenyo and Kudus, nice fixtures in the midfield. Doku's been balling out, by the way. Let's take a look at his full profile. He's played in the last 3 games. 76 minutes, 2 assists. 86 minutes, 90 minutes and 2 assists. He's not starting this game. He's not starting this game against Brentford now that I've brought him into FPL. You just know it. That's the way Pep works, lad. So I'm going to be pissed off that we brought in Doku. Probably try and shift him next week. But I like it. You know, I like it. We've brought him in. If he doesn't play, we've got Enzo coming in first sub. It's against Liverpool. Don't love that. He'll probably pick up some good defensive contribution points, though. Enzo, he always does. Where is he? Where are defensive contribution points? There we go. DC. Only got 6 against Brighton. 13 the other week against Brentford, though. That's the only time he's actually hit the DC points needed. But still, it is what it is, man. Enzo's a good player, and he's a bonus point merchant too. So that's the team for this week. I like it. I don't mind it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, actually. I'm trying to keep this one quick and short and nice little length for you to watch and enjoy. If you enjoy FIFA content, make sure you check that FIFA series on the channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you enjoyed the NFL, make sure you check our NFL picks, the Nameless NFL show, out every Thursday. And if you have enjoyed this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know the vibes, and I'll catch you next time, people, man. Take it easy.